After hiring a man for 500 yuan, she left the cash on the bed and prepared to leave. But in the next second, she received a notification that she had won a 1 million yuan lottery prize. It turned out, the woman was bound to a succubus system that increased her luck every time she absorbed energy from a powerful man. Realizing the man she had just spent the night with was a treasure trove of energy, she left a note with her contact information and treated him like a high-class gigolo she intended to hire again. What she did not know was that the man was Sheng Nanzhou, a billionaire CEO. He woke up to find the 500 yuan and the note, and was shocked that she had treated him like a duck.
这是把我当成鸭子打发了。
The next day at the office, the woman's ex-boyfriend publicly humiliated her for slacking off and threatened to have her fired. He warned her that the new CEO was arriving and she was about to lose her job. But as a black car pulled up, the man who stepped out was the very same man she had just left in the hotel room. It was Sheng Nanzhou, her new boss. She was horrified, and he simply smirked, assuming she was pretending not to know him to play out an office romance fantasy. Later, still believing he was the gigolo, she sent him a message asking for a photo of his abs. Sheng Nanzhou, now sitting in his CEO office, received the text and decided to play along with her game. When her ex-boyfriend gleefully told her the CEO had summoned her to his office to be fired, she walked in to find Sheng Nanzhou standing there shirtless. He confronted her, believing she was trying to seduce him, while she thought he was firing her for slacking off at work. He grabbed her, demanding to know how many other men she had been with. But as he held her close, he suddenly recognized her scent. Only then did he realize that his new employee was the exact same woman who had hired him for 500 yuan the night before. The woman's ex-boyfriend publicly shamed her in the middle of the office, and in the next second her billionaire boss stepped in to defend her. It turned out she had been texting the man she thought was a gigolo, complaining about her weird boss and threatening to find another man if he was not obedient. What she did not know was that the gigolo was her boss, and her texts made him furiously jealous. He stormed into the office just as her ex-boyfriend was accusing her of being promiscuous. Without hesitation, the CEO fired the ex-boyfriend on the spot for spreading rumors and causing the company a massive financial loss.
你被降职了，主管职位由沈淼接替。
Then, to everyone's shock, he promoted the woman to supervisor. However, he also docked her pay for her poor taste in men. Feeling unlucky, the woman told a colleague she wished she could have a specific dessert from a shop 3 hours away. Moments later, the CEO's assistant arrived with that exact dessert for the entire office. That night, she met the man she believed to be a gigolo at a hotel to boost her luck value. As they kissed, she was stunned to realize he tasted exactly like the dessert her boss had bought earlier. Confused, she found herself fantasizing about her boss, while being intimate with the man she had paid. The next day he texted her, and she replied that it was not bad, and suggested they do it again. He then demanded she only look at his abs from now on, but she shot back that their relationship was purely transactional and tried to end it by sending him a 500 yuan breakup fee. Enraged, he confronted her in the office, but she feigned ignorance and claimed she had no idea what he was talking about. Her colleagues, hearing the commotion, started gossiping and accusing her of seducing the boss to get a promotion. She vehemently denied it, declaring their relationship was completely innocent. Just then, the CEO stepped in, furiously shouting at everyone to get back to work. He then turned to her and asked if she truly believed their relationship was innocent. Before she could answer, he dragged her into his office. Thinking he was angry about her ex-boyfriend, she explained it was the worst mistake of her life. The CEO's face lit up, and he asked her to help him with something. When she turned, she saw a large hickey on his neck. He revealed that his girlfriend had given it to him and asked her for advice. The woman, unaware that his girlfriend was actually her, felt a pang of jealousy. The woman of the press says, he then grabbed her hands and told her this was what she liked, leaving her completely baffled. The CEO burst into the office and accused her of having an affair with a wild man in his office. The woman was stunned and suddenly realized her secret lover, the man she had been texting, was her boss all along. What she did not know was that he had set the entire trap on purpose. She had sent a daring message to a man she knew online and suggested they meet in the CEO's office for a thrill. That man had been the CEO himself, using a secret identity. He had seen the message in the middle of the workday and, to teach her a lesson, instructed his assistant to gather everyone for a staged spectacle. That night, she snuck into the dark office as planned and found her shirtless lover waiting. As they became intimate, she pleaded with him, worried that security would find them. She searched for his clothes on the sofa and chair, but he pulled her into his arms and kissed her passionately on the CEO's desk. In the very next second, the lights flashed on and the doors flew open. Her jealous colleague led the charge and pointed a phone at them as the CEO feigned outrage. The woman froze in shock and realized her boss and her lover were the same person. He had known her identity the entire time and was deliberately trying to humiliate her. The shirtless man who had been playing along then claimed he had a fiancée and accused her of intruding. A colleague insisted the CEO call her phone to prove her identity, but the CEO furiously ordered everyone to get out. Alone at last, he confronted her. She demanded to know why he had not told her who he was. He admitted he had been testing her. He was angry that she had taken his first time and then pretended he was a stranger.
现在误会解开了，我呢也高攀不上你，咱们两个以后就当谁都不认识谁。
She tried to leave and said they should go their separate ways, but he grabbed her wrist and slammed her against the desk. He told her that since she had dared to play with fire, he would now decide the rules. He would be her boss during the day and her man at night. The next day at the office, a colleague rushed over to show her a video that was going viral in the company chat. It was security footage of her and the CEO kissing in his office. The colleague pointed out that the woman in the video was wearing the exact same clothes as her. In an instant, her secret was exposed to the entire world. In the middle of a company meeting, the lights suddenly went out and a woman was violently shoved into the CEO's arms as he kissed her in front of everyone. It turned out that a video of them kissing in his office had gone viral, and a jealous colleague was trying to expose her. Just moments before, her coworkers had mocked her, saying she could never afford the designer clothes the CEO's supposed fiancé in the video was wearing. Furious and humiliated, she texted the CEO and blamed him for the mess. He replied that he would handle it. Back at the meeting, the CEO issued a chilling threat that anyone with the video on their phone had to delete it immediately or face his lawyers. As everyone scrambled to erase the evidence, he secretly played footsie with her under the table, but accidentally kicked a male colleague instead. To cover it up, the CEO claimed it was a signal and then brazenly awarded a major project to her, infuriating the colleague even more. That was when the lights went out. The jealous colleague seized his chance and pushed her, sending her stumbling right into the CEO's embrace. Just as the lights came back on and revealed them to the entire room, she overheard a shocking secret. The colleague was on the phone and revealed that if the CEO got involved with any woman other than his arranged partner, he would lose his entire inheritance and the woman would be disfigured and made to disappear. Terrified for her life, she rushed to his office to break up with him. What she did not know was that the CEO was a supernatural being. A system warning flashed in his mind that his energy was critically low. To recharge, he grabbed her and kissed her passionately, lifting her onto his desk. But in the next second, the door burst open and the jealous colleague stood there, phone recording and shouting an alarm. A man burst into the CEO's office demanding to know what was going on, only to find the CEO in a meeting with his fiancée. The man, a jealous colleague, claimed he had simply been looking for the woman to report on her work. Only then did the woman realize the colleague had followed her to a company retreat, trying to catch her in an illicit act.
办公室这样做也太刺激了，这要再来个人，我心脏就真受不了。
He then produced a black stocking and asked if she did not like it. She hesitantly took it, but then declared they should keep their distance. He was furious and reminded her she had just agreed to be with him. She told him she was leaving for a business trip and that he needed to cool down. In a fit of anger, he declared he did not need her. After she left, she went to a hotel room and her body began to fail. It turned out she needed the CEO's supernatural energy to survive. The system in her head alerted her that her energy levels were critically low. Fearing for her life, she called the CEO, but he ignored her, thinking she was playing games. He said he was not a dog who would come running whenever she called. In the hotel room, she collapsed, and her energy faded fast. As the system warning blared, he finally answered. He told her he would forgive her this one time, but there would not be a next time. He rushed to her room and found her unconscious and not breathing. He desperately held her and tried to transfer his energy. She murmured that it was not enough and asked him to hug her. She whispered his name, Shengnang Zhou, and asked him to hug her. He pulled her close, and as he kissed her, his energy surged into her and saved her life. When she awakened, he asked why she was being so distant. She replied that she needed to take care of her health. He smiled, believing she was playing hard to get, and suggested they go somewhere with a nice sunset. He then asked her which she thought was more important, love or career. She thought to herself that they were just using each other and felt a sense of relief. At a company outing, a group of her colleagues suddenly appeared, and it turned out they were on a company retreat at the same location. The jealous colleague was convinced she and the CEO were having an affair. Later that night, as she sat around a campfire with her coworkers and a new intern, the intern complained that he felt a chill. In the very next second, the CEO appeared out of the darkness, holding an apple pierced with a fork and wearing a sinister expression. Just as the CEO was about to force a kiss on his employee in her tent, he was interrupted by the voice of his rival calling her name from outside. It all started during a company camping trip, where the CEO, Sheng Zong, watched with furious jealousy as his subordinate, Xiao Ma, fawned over another employee, Miao Miao. When they decided to play a game of spin the bottle, the CEO saw his chance for revenge. The moment the bottle pointed his way, he immediately interrogated Miao Miao and asked who she had been with on the night of March 15th. Panicked, she refused to answer and chose to drink the penalty. At that moment, Xiao Ma gallantly drank the glass for her, further enraging the CEO. The game continued, and soon the tables turned when another colleague asked the CEO if he liked Miao Miao. Seeing him hesitate, Miao Miao grabbed his glass and drank it for him, desperate to avoid the truth. But the CEO pointed out that she had drunk the wrong cup and chose to drink a penalty himself rather than answer the question, which made her even more suspicious. The final question landed on Miao Miao, asking whether she liked the CEO. She quickly denied it and claimed she would never dare to. The CEO abruptly ended the game and told everyone to go rest. Later that night, as Miao Miao was settling into her tent, the CEO slipped in behind her. Just as he leaned in to kiss her, Xiao Ma suddenly appeared outside the tent and called her name. He asked what was wrong with her mouth, and she peeked out, lying that she had accidentally bitten her own lip. That was when Xiao Ma presented her with a necklace and confessed his love for her, assuming she would accept. He had no idea that just inches away, hidden behind the canvas, her enraged boss was listening to every word and tightening his grip as Meow Meow was trapped in terrifying silence.